Holy cow, that sounds amazing.
I like it a lot. It is tasty.
Warm with a hint of chicken.
For those picky eaters and for the kids, there's plenty. One of my favorite things is to share dining experiences with my parents because they are big foodies. So we are heading into Disney Springs today and we are eating at Summer House on the Lake. So this was a mom pick for this trip. If you are coming in by Disney bus, whenever you come into Disney Springs, as soon as you walk in, you're gonna take a left and go through Town Center. You're gonna walk all the way through Town Center, go past the Coca-Cola store, take a right, then at Disney Style, take a left. Go a little bit further down and it's gonna be right there on your right-hand side. If you are taking a Lyft or Uber, go ahead and get dropped off at the west side. It's gonna be a much shorter walk. And if you are driving your own car, then make sure that you are parking in the orange garage. What's your first impression?
I really like the open air.
Yeah.
I like the concept. I love the lighting. The whole thing just screams to me California.
Yeah. So we are here for lunch today, and lunch, everything on here looks very, very, very light as far as like food goes. So they have some starters, like some warm edamame, the cheesy dream puffs like we're having. They have some veggies, so like caramelized Brussels sprouts, some grilled avocado. Holy cow, that sounds amazing. They have some raw and chilled items like some ahi tuna and watermelon tostadas, some salmon poke nachos, things like that. They have pizza like margarita, shaved mushrooms. They have a lot of salads, tacos, sandwiches, pasta. They have some summer comfort foods that have like some herb chicken, spaghetti and meatballs, some salmon. Everything on here very light. As far as kid things go though, I don't have a kid menu to be able to tell you that, so I may need to look and see what the kid menu looks like to see if it's for picky eaters. I was able to get a hold of a kid menu, so they do have things like grilled cheese, crispy chicken fingers, breakfast for dinner, let's see here, scrambled eggs. That's really good because my granddaughter is a huge, she loves sausage and eggs. Let's see here, they have pasta with turkey meatballs, mac and cheese, quesadillas, cheeseburgers, pizza. So for those picky eaters and for the kids, there's plenty of things for them to eat on this menu. I'm gonna say that I'm very partial to this restaurant because it just pulls at me because it's everything that I love. It's light, airy, and it's summery, and everything in here from the drinks to the food are exactly that. It just reminds me of being on a beach in a very hot climate somewhere and just relaxing and enjoying and unwinding.
Where's it made then? Is it made in California?
I believe so. Sonoma Coast.
Okay, right. Great.
Cheesy dream puffs for the starters. Those are popular here.
Okay, let's
try those.
Yeah,
okay,
I do.
We started out with the cheesy dream puffs. These are like little muffins. They're light. They're very airy, and they have rosemary, pepper, and then Gruyere.
This is a French cheese that they use in macaroni and cheese,
Oh my goodness,
just really nice cheese.
Oh, it smells so good. There's like nothing in there. They're super light, super light. And he said it was a pepper sauce?
That's a cheese pepper.
Cheese peppercorn sauce. So, and it just started today. So they did just start over a new menu today, but super good. It's not overly peppery, as my dad said. Great starter, very light.
Yeah, it bounced off of this really well.
Yes, it does. It really, really does go off of this very well. We did order their house rosé. So this is, you can only get this here at Summer House on the Lake. We did do a little bit of research and Mom did find out that you can get it in California, but as far as like here goes, yeah, you can only get it here. So it has notes of cherry, watermelon, and enticing floral aromas, lively and fresh on the palate with berry flavors and a mouth-watering finish. Now when we first got it, it was a little too cold, so there really wasn't too much, so we're kind of warming it up just a hint, But after we had the cheesy puffs with the sauce, the cheese really brought out the watermelon flavor. Now, as far as pricing goes here for lunch, starters, it's going to range from $10 to about $18 per starters. The lighter end bites, like the veggie options, the raw and chilled options, the pizza and the salads, those are going to run you from like $15 to $20 per person. When you start getting into like the tacos and the pastas and then the Southern Comfort, those things are going to run you about $20 all the way up to $40. So honestly, it's not too bad price-wise, especially for the things that are on the higher end. So roughly about $35 per person is what you can budget to be able to eat here, but that is not counting like alcoholic drinks. So I ordered the crispy fish tacos for $24.95 with light tempura batter, chipotle crema, and guacamole. My mom ordered from the pasta section. She got the butternut squash ravioli for $26.95, brown butter, sage, and pecorino cheese. And then my dad ordered off of the specialty menu, and he got the homemade chicken noodle soup and just a side house salad. I'm always a sucker for a good taco. I can have a taco every day. So, biting into that taco, just the warmth and just the flavor just like bursted. That's a really good fish taco. The breading is so light, which is what I like. Now, corn taco is going to be falling apart on you. They need to be cooking it in some oil so it doesn't fall apart. But other than that, it's really good. Now, I'm a cilantro lover. There's a lot of cilantro on this taco. So if you are not, you could probably ask them to not have it on there. But it's not spicy like the chipotle sauce that's on there. It's not spicy at all. Just gives it just a little bit of a hint. So I am excited for like the verde sauce. Gonna have to try that. Again, not too spicy. Just enough flavor of what you're looking for. You still get the fish taco flavor. You know, it's not like just all sauce.
By its description, I thought it was going to be sweet, but it's not. It has a pleasantly sweeter taste, but not really sweet. Pecorino kind of bounces that out really good. You know, and it says brown sugar, but there's just dots of brown sugar around. I like it. I like it a lot. It is tasty.
Would you describe the pecorino cheese?
The pecorino cheese is it's an Italian cheese. It is really sharp cheese. Not unlike Parmesan. Okay. You know, so yeah, this is good. This is very good.
No, describe the pairing.
Yeah, it was the same weight, you know, as far as things go. You know, that's what people don't always understand about wine is that the dish, the more layers you add, then probably the darker the wine needs to go, because a really soft Riesling doesn't, stand up to it. But this has enough acidity to do it, and it was really good pairing. Really good pairing.
Since I asked, my chicken noodle soup is warm with a hint of chicken and noodles. My salad is tender looking with a hint of tomato and cheese.
And then to give you just a little bit of background, so my mom and I both worked in the wine industry for a very long time. I worked in it a little over 15 years, and you were over 20?
Over 20.
Over 20 years. So, what?
I was in there too.
So sorry, Dad worked in the wine industry as well. But Mom and I have traveled quite a bit for wine in particular to different countries and that kind of thing. So, and both of us were saying that we haven't had a really good rosé in a long time. This particular rosé actually paired very well so far with everything that we've had. Really paired well with the bread puffs, and then the cheese almost just kind of like, it just complemented it so well and almost gave this just a little bit more body is what it felt like. And then as far as the fish tacos go, it almost made it just a hint sweeter, just a hint. Really good. The acidity on this is very nice. We also did find out that annual pass discounts are good here, and so are military discounts. So for all of you that serve, I thank you so much for your service, but you do also get a discount, so make sure that you are letting your server know. So from two people that have grew up in California, and specifically Napa, California, and then of course one who's visited, comparing the feel of this to there, does it represent it well?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%. I mean, we have had food along the coastline several times, and they almost always have this sort of relaxed, clean looking feel to them. So yeah, oh absolutely. The very first time we saw this, which was the last trip we came, I thought, oh, this looks like California, and I just didn't realize it was Santa Monica. So
Yeah.
I like it.
And then after all that, both of my parents and I agree as well that this is a must-come list. This is a must-do location if you are looking for that kind of food in this kind of like slow-down atmosphere. So yes, definitely come out of the way. Also, this is a great place to come eat when it's 1,000,000 degrees outside from, March until, well, today it's November. Today is actually November 7th, and it's still pretty warm outside, pretty humid. And honestly, this meal was just perfect.
So we need
just
to talk
perfect.
Yeah.
Even after your meal, or if you're just not wanting a full meal and just kind of want to like come in and get like the sweet treats or specialty cocktails, they do have a cookie bar here. So you're able to come in, get in line, order some cookies, a specialty cocktail. They have spritzes, margaritas, a rosé wine that you're able to take with them. Also specialty coffees as well. So make sure you're coming in and checking that out and walking around Disney Springs and enjoying a sweet treat or a nice cocktail. Thank you for dining with me and my parents today. I hope you have a magical day. Make sure that you are pushing that like button if the information that I was giving today was helpful, and also follow for more Walt Disney World Resort tips, tricks, and content.